Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Compliance Weekly of the 30th August 2023. First, we'll go through the milestone board and discuss the closed issues. I'll just go ahead and share my screen. Next. Is my screen visible? I think it's still loading. Yeah. Last we discussed was add models for instance GCP login. The next one is update compliance violation date picker labels. This is with Nate. Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so that was a design that Cam had come up with. We discussed it though, and because it's a GitLab UI component, we can't actually make the intended change without causing a lot of overhead. So we decided to scrap the issue for now and create an issue in the GitLab UI repo around making it more configurable.
Should we add a won't fix label for this one?
No, good idea though. I guess that's a question. Is it a won't fix when it's a feature?
Not sure. Should I remove it?
No, leave it. This one.
Okay. Cool. Next one is add name fields to GCP logging streaming audit events. I think this is also with you, Nate.
Yes. So we previously had added a name field for being able to name HTTP streaming destinations. We've now added a name field for naming Google Cloud logging streaming destinations. So this means that you just be able to more easily identify which streams are set up for which and be able to name them however you want to.
That's awesome. The next one is not seeing failed sign-in audit events in Audit.json. So this was created a week ago, and coincidentally, I was working on another issue where we wanted to add audit events for failed logins using the GitLab auditor. So that MR actually fixes this one. So I have added a comment, also verified locally that the logs are now in Audit.json. I also tagged the creator of this issue. Let's see if they upgrade to 16.4 and they're able to fix this. So close this. The last one is no audit event for user removal from group by domain experts.
Yes, this one was a bug I worked on. This was we falsely were logging the user was the member was added to a group, even when the domain restrictions after that basically didn't allow access. Okay. So this fix remedies that. We no longer audit if the member isn't valid. So we check before that, and this gets rid of that bug.
The bug was only on the audit events, right? And the user was not able to actually access anything.
Yeah. We just logged the audit event, even though the member wasn't actually created in that case. So there was basically a failed check for the member's existence before we audited it. So yeah, once I knew where the bug was, it was easy to fix, but finding it was the hard part.
That's right. Yeah, so this brings us to the end of the closed issues. Next, I'll move ahead to the 16.4 planning, discuss the planning for 16.4. The first one is assigned to me, the compliance adherence report. So the goal was to backfill the compliance standards adherence for existing projects. I have an MR open for this, which is reviewed by the database reviewer. I have plenty of things to address there. Also, we got an incident a couple of days ago, wherein after we rolled out the compliance adherence report, we were getting some rollback queries in the database, which were running indefinitely. So we have disabled the feature flag for now, and that worker is not getting enqueued. So I also have to investigate on that. So that's the progress, which might hamper the 16.4 target here. The next one is to migrate audit events to Clickhouse. Harsimer, do you want to talk anything about this?
Yeah. So this week we will be doing some load testing using JMeter locally, and then we can start doing it on staging.
That's nice. The next one is retry failed external statistics. The MR was in review. I'm not sure if anyone knows what the status. Not sure. Probably when Jay comes back, he can update us on this one. The next is compliance violations export with Sam.
Yes. There I haven't made much progress yet because I haven't had ability to get to it, but the status is still there's still some DB issues to resolve, and then we'll hopefully get it out. Maybe under a feature flag if the issues can't fully be resolved, and might need some production testing with a feature flag.
All right. The next one is again with you, SAML SSO authentication for merge request approval. The target
Yes, that one.
16.5. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is still in development.
So we're on track there. Streaming audit events to Snowflake. I guess we are blocked on this one. We have discussed this a couple of times, and this has been moved to backlog now. The next one is streaming audit events to Google Cloud login.
Yeah, I do know that Hitesh has created a plan and a bunch of views for implementation. There are already 2 MRs, I believe, up, either one in dev and one in review.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
so that's on track. Yeah.
The next one is default branch protection dropdown. Harshima, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah. So one issue was remaining in 16.3, which is merged now, and
Okay.
2 more issues are left.
Okay.
One being the documentation, and other is to start using the new column. So yeah, first one is in dev now.
Okay. The next one is streaming audit events to AWS S3. I have created issues and have still not started working on this because of the adherence report. So once I'm done with that, I'll switch over to this one. But we have a plan to add or like stream audit events to AWS S3, at least the group audit events in the initial development. The next one is to improve manage edit compliance frameworks. This is with Nate.
Yes, I've created the MVC epic, added a bunch of issues and planned that out. I've requested a review from Cam and Ilya just to get some feedback. It's all front end at the moment. So hopefully then we can start scheduling in some of that for 16.5. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
Right. The next one is to add the ability to stream audit events, filter them by subgroups or projects. I am not sure about the status of this one. We plan to release this in 16.4, at least for the group. I'm not sure where we are right now. All the milestones seems to be 16.5 except these 2. Not sure if we'll be able to release this in 16.4 or not. The next one is HTTP destination streaming audit events improvements. Not sure.
Yes, this is adding the active deactive headers to the HTTP streaming destinations. So that is, I believe, in review and the API side. So that had been started in the previous milestone.
Was this like a requirement from the customer or something that we came up with?
It's been in the product for a while now and has just not been enabled.
Okay.
So it's just adding something. So we wanted to tidy this up.
All right. The next one is comprehensive instance level audit logs. I believe a lot of us are already working on one or two issues in this one. So, and it's probably a long running issue with the target release of end of this quarter. So, yeah. I am wondering why we don't have any issues or epics linked.
It's in the it's the attached epic, just
this
because it's the
other group.
yes, yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
yeah.
The last one is to increase the end-to-end test coverage for government compliance, which is with Mark, and he's been consistently adding coverage. So I believe this should be on track. Nate, do you have any additions to that?
No, I haven't been able to catch up with Mark the last couple of weeks, so I'll try to catch up. I believe the group level streaming was in review. There was problems that had a few blockers, but had been unblocked now, and then was planning on getting into the SAML SSO authentication for merge request, at least starting to plan that out with the work that Sam's done.
All right. I guess this is a good epic for all of us. Like if you see that we don't have an end-to-end test for a specific feature that we're working on, we can probably just create an issue in this epic so that at least it's tracked. I was just thinking about compliance adherence report, and I see we have one, so that looks good. Yeah, I think that's the best. Check what we have in the agenda. We have discussed the planning issue. We don't have any OKR updates. We have some FYI and questions. Nate, do you want to authorize?
Yeah, just to, I guess, reiterate, we've created an MR to add a slight process around being clear to outline expectations for milestone planning. Yeah, please have a read through and add your thoughts, or at least thumbs up. And I have gone through and added, so there's new labels, scoped labels added, and I've added those to all of the current milestone planning and ready for development issues. So please review those and respond back if you don't agree, or yeah, we can go from there.
That brings us to the end of the course, and I'll click on stop recording. Wait for the cameras. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.